Welcome, race fans. Tonight, IWCR takes to Richmond, Virginia, Richmond International Raceway here for 160 laps. And folks, this is the season finale here tonight for the IWCR season, the Gen 6 season. Tomorrow night, you can tune in for the Truck Series finale. That should be a great one also. They will be at Texas tomorrow night. So tune in tomorrow night, same time, right here on MaxSpeedTV. We are about to try to get somebody into the booth here. I kind of come across an idea here. I wanted to talk to the 2 points leaders coming into tonight. And that being Joe Roberts and our leader, Thomas Brandner. They are 36 points separating them two, but we're going to try to get a word in with them. First off, I want to get to my partner here. Hold on one second. Too many things to do. All right, Scott, are you there?
Yes, sir, buddy. How you doing this evening?
Good, good. Well, season finale here tonight, brother. It's been a long season for these guys, and we're about to crown a champion tonight.
Yes, sir. Double points. Anything can happen here in Richmond tonight.
That's for sure. Well, we wanted to get a word in with, I wanted to maybe talk to the 2 points leaders. I guess we'll start out with the points leader himself, Thomas Brandner. Let me see if I can get him up here. Thomas, you got a copy here? We're in the booth. Sir. Okay, there you go. All right, well, Thomas, a couple questions I wanted to ask you real quick. Are you nervous about possibly winning the championship here tonight?
A little bit. You know, we got some family over tonight. Got some friends over. You know, we're in anticipation of what may happen tonight. We put ourselves in great position, and you know, we'll go into this race like we would any other race. Where you try to get that mindset, but I'd lie to you if I didn't say it was kind of weighing heavily on me tonight going into this one. So,
well, 3 wins, but the consistency has showed this season. You've got 11 top 5s and 12 top 10s and a pole. So consistency has been on your side. So that's what it takes for a champion. So, what is the plan? You're going to try to at least get out there and lead a lap to try to kind of seal the deal, or are you just going to go for the gusto and get out there and try to win it?
Well, you know, speaking about that consistency first, you know, it starts with having a great car every week. This team does a great job of putting together these setups, and we come in and we run good, and when we've had a fast car, we've been able to get up front, lead laps, and grab some of those wins. And then if we couldn't get a win, we've done a really good job of finishing where we should up front, and so that's went a long way of putting us in the position we are tonight. Going into this one, we're going to try to do it, you know, like I've said all along, business as usual. I'm going to come in, I'm going to try to lead laps, I'm going to try to be, you know, somewhat conservative tonight, knowing what's on the line, but I'm still going to run the race just like we've done all year long. So I'm not trying to do too much different because it's worked for us.
Well, I was just happened to be in Roger's team speak there, or the RPM team speak, when he said to, I'm not sure if he said it to you or not, but look at the big picture. The big picture being, you got a 36-point lead coming into tonight. You got to just be patient, take your time. You don't have to get out there and lead every lap. Not a big field here tonight. That's going to weigh in on the points. But probably try to just at least finish like in the top 12. You can probably finish like in the top 12. You'll probably seal the deal then.
Yeah, last week played a big factor in how we were able to approach tonight. We had a really good finish last week, and pressure was pretty high. Joe had ripped off a few wins in a row, and he's done a great job all year. And I love having him as my teammate. We push each other every week. And but yeah, Roger's been drilling me with that. Let's go out there, big picture, big picture. So I'm really going to try to take that tonight and make sure I keep that in my mind while we go out here and run these laps. And hopefully I'll be speaking to you at the end of this one, happy and popping some champagne and tribute to a great year.
Absolutely. Well, well-deserved season. Are you looking forward to next season? Try to go out and do the same thing?
We're gonna try to enjoy this one a little bit. When this one finishes, you put a lot of time in. These are a lot of weeks in a row. And you got to thank your family, for allowing you to have this extra time to put into these hobbies. And so we'll try to enjoy it for a little bit. But absolutely, we want to go out here tonight. Galen's showing some speed, and we want to show these guys that we're still getting better. Getting in preparation for next year. You always want to finish strong so you can start next year on the right foot. So we'll definitely have that in mind as well.
Yes, sir. A little momentum going into next season. All right, brother. Well, good luck tonight. And I agree. I hope to be talking to you as a champion.
All right, man. We only got one race in between it, so let's go out here and have some fun. And I appreciate all you guys have done for us, and I will see you guys in a few hours.
10-4. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, one more driver, if I can find him here, Joe Roberts. Joe, you got a copy?
I got you, man.
Well, 4 wins this season. It's kind of kept you up there, 36 points behind Brandner. Are you going to try to just kind of play it safe tonight, just try to finish ahead of him, and hopefully he has a bad night? I know he's your teammate and you don't wish that on him, but looking at a championship, it kind of makes it every man for himself, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm going to be kind of in the middle. I mean, I'm going to be racing smart and everything, but if I have the opportunity to win the race, or if I have an opportunity that presents itself where I could really make a lot of hay, I'm definitely going to be aggressive about it. But it's short track racing, and you have to be really careful. And I've already crunched the numbers and everything. If I don't lead a single lap and all things being equal, I just win the race or something, he's going to finish like 18th. And it's essentially, he doesn't have to worry about what I do. He just got to run his own race, and as long as he finishes even decent, he's got it in the bag.
Yeah.
But yeah, if we have something short to go, or we're down to the nitty gritty, and I have an opportunity, if I can go against the grain or something to get up front, I'm definitely going to take that chance.
Well, I mean, I know you guys are teammates, and I'm sure you're not going to wish him any bad luck. But
of course not.
He would have to finish, like you said, 18th or worse to not seal it up here tonight. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's going to probably come out here and try to be safe and at least get that top 10 finish, or possibly go for the win. And if he does finish, like you say, in the top 10, then he's gonna lock up the championship. But you've had an extraordinary season this season, Joe. You've actually even snuck in there and got a win when you didn't even expect it. So
yeah.
How's this going to carry over? This has been a great season for you. How's this going to carry over to next season?
Next season, I think my biggest challenge is making sure my graphics card doesn't die on me every time. Because if you've looked at my wins and my stats from the season, some of my worst finishes have been because of the graphics card problems.
Yeah.
I mean, even last week at Dover, I finished 11th, but I crashed early, and that was because my graphics card went out again.
Yeah.
And it's this week I changed some stuff again, and we're going to see if it holds. If I all of a sudden veer off the track again and wreck, that's one reason why I really think he really has it in the bag, because there's a chance, even got to throw that variable in there, I could end up going and having a technical problem again. But yeah, I think it'll definitely carry over next season. I mean, I've really this season learned how to put races away and even been put in position to go and win when I shouldn't. So, but yeah, it's just minimizing those really terrible finishes. That finish at Texas, that finish at Kentucky, that last week when I really should have just, if I wouldn't have had the graphics card out 2 of those 3 places. Kentucky was just a lost race. Everybody wrecked. Yeah. But if I wouldn't have had those technical problems, I think I would have been up there.
Well, we're going to wish you good luck on that. I was going to tell you, the safest driver you have an NVIDIA card, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the safest driver for him right now is a 344.65. I ran
All right, I'll make sure to do that.
I ran it for the longest time. It's in the driver. You have a 980?
Correct.
Yeah, that's the issue with the 980s. So
Yeah, the 344.65 you said?
344.65. Yep.
All right, I just wrote it
can
down.
look it up and you can get it. You'll have to uninstall that old one and then reinstall that one. Uninstall the old one, restart your computer, and then install the new one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have that one currently. If I don't, I'll make sure I'm running it. Right now, I turned off anti-aliasing, a couple other little things here and there, and turned it down even lower than what I normally would without sacrificing too much. But it's just ridiculous. When you have that level of hardware, you shouldn't have to be sacrificing like this, but that's iRacing.
That is true.
So,
well, it's a thing with the DirectX 9 games, and this one here being really intensive on the DirectX 9, okay, probably more so than a lot of DirectX 9 games, that the 980 card struggles with. So, well, good luck.
Are they ever going to go over to 11?
Yeah. Well, that'll be better. See?
Yeah, I would hope.
It's kind of, it doesn't filter back. What do I want to say? It doesn't like retro back to the older games. It's like looking ahead, the way they've got the drivers made for the 980 cards. It's they're looking ahead. So yeah, it's ready for DirectX 11. But you're trying to run with an older DirectX 9 game, so...
Yeah, I was just getting at, I hope iRacing updates or something gets off DirectX 9 or something at some point. But yeah, we'll go back to what we were talking about. But yeah, tonight I really want to go and just wish Thomas Brantner all the best. He's earned this. If he wins it, fantastic. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to do everything in my power to get him into that spot too as well. If I could take advantage of misfortune, I definitely will. But... all things being equal, I expect to be congratulating Thomas Brantner at the end of the night on a championship.
10-4. All right. Well, good luck tonight, Joe. We're going to be keeping an eye on both of you all night long. I'm sure, and you guys won't disappoint us. So good luck tonight, and good luck in qualifying.
Thanks, man.
All right, we're about to go qualifying here.
Oh, Rudy, I got a little bit of a twist for you.
What's that?
Thomas Brantner just disconnected. And he just reconnected.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I was going to say, that's quite the twist right before qualifying.
Yeah, it is. All right, we're going to start.
And now, the most famous words in motorsports. Gentlemen, start your engine!
All right, Scott, we're back.
All right, buddy. Looks like Galen Givens, our pole sitter so far.
Yeah, he was fastest in practice, so that's really not a big surprise. It's pretty much like it was in practice right there. Galen Gidman and Thomas Keene, but Jeffrey Porter slipping in there and grabbing the third spot from Joe. That's, wow. part of the RPM team there. That's well. Let's talk about these points real quick here, Scott, because I did want to make another mention here. But 36 points coming into tonight, ahead of Joe Roberts is Thomas Brander looking for his championship. And those guys, we talked to them there briefly, and they're both wishing each other best of luck. You know, we don't want to see either of them battling for a championship get wrecked out here and not able to win. Joe Roberts, you know, of course, wanting him to have a better night than Thomas for the championship. But it pretty much, I think, probably sewed up here. I think he's got to finish about 18th or better, something like that.
Well, if you do remember, a couple weeks ago, Thomas Brander finished last, and Joe Roberts won the race.
Yeah.
And he maximized his points for the night. That would be the only way I could see it happening, that Brander doesn't bring home this championship tonight. But we have seen it happen. That's my point.
Right.
It could happen. Will it happen? I don't know, and it's highly unlikely. It's pretty likely that at the end of the evening, Thomas Brander in the 24 machine will be celebrating a championship tonight, Rudy.
Well, and also Nathan Sedlick, third place. Now, he's only 48 points behind Joe Roberts. So if Joe would have a bad night, Nathan could come home second place in points and knock Joe back to third. Randall Drake in fourth, 23 points behind Nathan. We still could, I don't know if that mathematically, if he could possibly get by Nathan, or, you know, that remains to be seen. Now Josh Witherspoon only a couple points back behind Randall Drake, so Randall's got to finish ahead of Josh in order to stay in fourth in the points. So, but that's been an extraordinary season for all of them guys. They've had some awesome wins and finishes, and Josh has picked up 3 spots last week, and so did Randall Drake. So a lot of guys that did not show up or didn't make it in, you know. So it's going to be a great finish to the season here, and I'm excited for it. These guys are excited, and we heard it in their voice. It's just amazing. So, but as you heard Thomas Brander say, Roger's been kind of up his butt about look at the big picture. Don't take that chance. Don't stick that nose in there where you don't think it should go. Keep it clean and just get that, you know, top 10, top 15 finish, and sew up the deal here for tonight. So it's got to be nerve-wracking for these guys. I'm sure they're going to be just like sweating profusely to try to, you know, do the best that they can out there tonight.
And this is Richmond, but and as you know, anything can happen at these little short tracks. 160 laps around this joint, man.
Yeah.
And he's going to be starting back there in 7th right now. He's not up on the pole tonight. He's a little bit back there in traffic. And, you know, it just takes one mistake by somebody, and there goes the whole season if it's early in the race.
Well, Scott, I wanted to mention, I said I had something I wanted to mention, but I wanted to mention this. It's been a pleasure working with you this season at IWCR here. We've been together for quite some time, because I'm telling you, you're one of the best co-commentators that I've ever had in the booth with me, and it's just been extraordinary to have you in here. I mean that. It's just phenomenal. You put such a twist on it that it just makes it so much easier for me and so much better, and it's been enjoyable. So thank you.
Well, Rudy, I wholeheartedly appreciate the fact that you allow me to come in here and broadcast this with you. And I like being a part of the broadcast team, and I look forward to calling these races. And, you know, I try to put energy into it and try to sound enthusiastic about it. And, you know, it's fun to me. I enjoy doing it. So thanks for letting me be a part of the team, buddy. You're the John Madden of iRacing, pal.
John Madden of iRacing.
That's right. Everybody knows your voice, man. When they turn on, you know, even people that don't iRace, that watch your races, when they hear your voice, they know what that is. That's Rudy calling a race.
Well, it's been a great season, I can tell you that, man. Let's see, Daniel Moser saying hello from the Sky Lounge. Where is the Sky Lounge?
That could be anywhere.
All right, Eric brought over some viewers from the Flight Sim group. Awesome. That's awesome. So we got some Flight Sim guys in here. Maybe they'll convert from Flight Sim over to Racing Sim. You never know.
A little more traffic over here.
Yeah. a little more of a controlled
Oh, yeah.
environment. You're kind of in a little circle instead of that open air, you know.
Yeah, really.
Well, I know they.
We got.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just gonna say we got about 2 minutes left qualifying. It looks like everybody's gonna qualify, has qualified, and it appears Galen Goodman will be our pole sitter for the evening.
And
Barring any drastic changes here in the last 2 minutes, of course.
yeah, and that is not a surprise at all. Galen, you know, he comes over here every week, and we've seen him have nights where he just went out and dominated, and then we've seen where he had the dominant car and had the chance to win, and something happened, you know, whether he got caught up in something or he slipped in a turn or something, and it cost him that win. So, but you know, he'd come back and still have a great finish. That's a good thing about Galen. He doesn't give up.
No, he definitely doesn't. That's for sure.
Well, it looks like
Rudy, while we're on the giving thanks here, I just want to say thanks to Randall Drake for allowing me to come over here and broadcast these races for IWCR and come over and be part of the team for these last 15 Friday nights. So it's been fun, man.
that's great, man. It's a good group of guys here. They're great racers, and you know we've seen a lot of ups and downs in 7 seasons that I've been through this with IWCR, and a lot of ups and downs, a lot of arguing, bickering, but they're all friends, and they come out here each week and they race each other hard, and that's what it's all about. You know, you can't let that like become between your friends. You know.
I was gonna say, as you know, Rudy, we all fight in all the leagues, and it's more like a brotherly thing. We'll all be fighting one night, and we'll all be racing the next night, getting along just fine. It's just the way it is, man.
Yes, sir.
Just like real racing. One day you hate each other, the next day you love each other.
Well, thank you there, Edson. That's pretty awesome. He says, I'm not going to lie, definitely piquing my interest right now with this fine production. So, that's great. Well, you wait till you see these guys out here running door to door. You know, it's going to be exhilarating, I'm telling you.
And these guys always put on a good show. This is good quality racing here every Friday night with IWCR. These guys race hard, and they race door to door.
Well, make sure you tune in tomorrow night for the Truck Series. That's the season finale as well. We've got a pretty tight battle going on there. And they will be at Texas tomorrow night. So, in the trucks. All right, let's get down here real quick and we'll go through the grid. Starting on the pole, Galen Gidman with a 20.081. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. Nathan Sedlick in second. Thomas Keene starting third. Jeffrey Porter fourth. Stephen Pearson, Mr. Be There at the end, starting fifth. Joe Roberts, second place in the points, coming in sixth on the grid. Thomas Brandner, our points leader, coming in tonight, starting seventh. Zachary Miller, eighth. Eric Lambert, ninth. And Mike Vining, 10th. Scott?
Randall Drake will start 11th. Roscoe will start 12th. Tony Pizzaro will start 13th. Logan Powers, 14th. Kevin Spaulding will start 15th. Daniel Smallwood, the first non-qualifier, will start back there in the 16th position. Joshua Witherspoon starts 18th. Roger Wagner, 19th. Charles Grant Jr., 20th. Sean Medling, 21st. And Paul Crumrye will start dead last, 23rd, and ride shotgun at the start of this race, Rudy.
Roger that. All right.
That's my Blackhawks buddy out there, the ape machine, Paul Crumrye. Go Hawks.
Well, let's see. We got to get here to Galen Gidman. Is there? Whoops, wrong one. Went the wrong way on that one. Galen Gidman hasn't even entered the grid yet.
He's got about 18 seconds.
I will update Trading Paints again, but that makes 5 times I've updated it. I'm going to start getting iRacing's phone number to hand out to everybody so they can call them.
It doesn't look like Galen Goodman is going to grid, Rudy. Oh, there he is. At last second.
Yeah.
Literally, the last second. Wow, he almost missed the start. I think he was taunting everybody there, Rudy.
Yeah, they were all hoping maybe he wouldn't show up.
Yeah, I think he's messing with everybody's minds right off the bat. Oh, mind games here at season finale, IWCR. We'll get this party started, Rudy.
I'll do that.
Uh-oh, Joe Roberts has already got graphics card problems.
Oh no, you're kidding me. Oh no.
Well, he's holding his position, so maybe he's all right. But yeah, they were talking about going around the 6th there.
Oh my.
Yeah, if I was Joe Roberts, at the top of my priority list once this season was over, I'd be getting a new graphics card.
Well, like I told him, that it's that driver, and if you can go back to that 344.65 driver, that's a stable driver, and I was told that right by the guy from EVGA when I called him. So, because I was having the same issue with that 970 card, which is pretty much the same thing as a 980 card.
I definitely wouldn't be chancing it every week.
No.
All right, Rudy, here we go, buddy. The season finale.
Yes, sir. 160 laps, staring at these guys in the face in these powerhouse Gen 6s. This is going to be
double points.
Yeah, double point night. That's right. Yeah, thank you, Scott. Here we go. Green, green, green. And Galen don't waste a second jumping out there, but here comes Thomas Keene falling right in behind him.
And you know how Keene is. He don't wait around at all.
No, sir. Nathan said like third in the points. Third in position. He did get around Jeff Porter after Jeff qualified third.
Oh, Joe Roberts loose.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, that was close. That was real close. He's going to lose 2 positions. The 81 and the 78 are going to get by. Someone else off the pace up here. Looks like Pearson.
Trying to follow along with him here. Yeah, Pearson. Okay. I'm trying to find Joe Roberts. There he is. Who?
It's going to be wild tonight, Rudy. I can already tell.
Yeah. Now, Joe knows he's got his work cut out for him because he's got to finish, at least try to finish ahead of Brandner. But, like they've been told by their team leader over there, Roger Wagner, look at the big picture. Keep the car clean and finish well. That's what it's going to take. You know, I'm looking at the points there. Now, Joe does have one more win than Thomas Brandner, but Brandner's got a lot more top 5s and 10s. So.
Yeah, and Brandner's already up here in the top 5 looking to put the pressure on the 99 for 4th race, Rudy. So he's not laying back at all. He's just going right at it like he does every week. Same old, same old.
Yeah, and shout out to his dad and family that are watching Tom Brandner. So I'm sure he's in chat watching. So big shout out to Tom.
It's the old adage, Rudy, of keep doing what got you there.
That's right. That's right. Exactly. You got that right. It's the consistency is what's got these guys up to the front of the points, and it's been. I mean, you got to be there every single week. You've got to be there. So, all right, let's go back in the field here. Wait, Randall Drake breaking the top 10. Mike Vining in 11th. Roger Wagner up to 12th. Daniel Smallwood 13th. I'm sure Mr. and Mrs. Smallwood are watching tonight. Shout out to them as well. Charles Grant Jr. in 14th. One of my gaming buddies. I like gaming with Charles. He's a pretty cool guy. Quite a ways back to Ross Cato. He's already almost 8.5 seconds behind the leader. I'm really kind of surprised. Sean Medling didn't even start the race tonight. That's wonder maybe something happened or something was going on, but he didn't even start the race tonight. That's kind of unusual for him.
I'll tell you what, Rudy, taking a look at this number 8 machine back here who stood dead last tonight. He's on the move. He's already up a few spots to the 17th position. Crumry on the move towards the front.
Yes, he is. Well, 10 laps. We're almost looking at 10 laps. Oh, there's Sean. Sean Medling just now rolling off pit road. He's going to be many laps down, but I think he's blinking. He just blinked out on me again.
Joe Roberts recovering a little bit. He moves up a spot to 8th, Rudy.
Yeah, I look for Joe. You know, he's got to be patient, but I look for him to get up there. You know, pit stops are going to mean a lot. You know, it's a smoothness of how you can get in and off pit road. This pit road entrance is very tricky.
What's the fuel window?
I do not know that.
I want to say they could make this a one-stop race. Will they? I don't know, but I'm sure they could do this on one stop.
Mr. B there at the end in 7th place. Like to maybe talk to him on the first caution if we can, just to see how many beer race this is. We've been keeping tabs on that all season long, so I don't want to leave out tonight, this being the season ender.
He's averaged about a 6er for the season.
Yeah. I think one night we heard he said 8. I was like,
I think that was the night he got in the wall there at the end.
Yeah. Just had a couple
One too many cold ones.
Yep, one too many beverages. Well, Galen Gidman's been out there for 14 laps, showing the way, but Keene hanging right with him. Has got a 1.7 second lead over 3rd place Thomas Brandner. Oh, rubbing is racing, that's right. But you don't want to rub too awful much in these things out here. You start getting rubbing, you're going to wreck somebody, and that usually doesn't end well.
Yeah, and you got to be careful who it is you're rubbing on.
Yes, sir. Roger Wagner goes into 10th. I was just saying, Randall Drake was in 10th here a few laps ago. Now he's back in 13th. He's another one of them drivers that he is patient throughout the whole race, and look for him to be back in that top 10 here at the later part of the race. So that definitely don't count out Randall Drake. Mike Viney, usually a little closer to the front, but he's another one of them racers that he'll lay back first part of the race, and then toward the end of the race he'll bring it on. So got the Cummins car, not Cummings, Cummins.
Sean Medlin coming off pit road again, Rudy.
Yeah, I think he's having some issues or something. I'm not sure if it's maybe he's having graphics card issues as well. Ooh,
we had one almost in the wall. Yeah,
Kevin Spaulding.
He's under control. He's all right.
Yeah,
good save.
Racing it up with Tony Pizarro.
The leaders are coming up on these guys, though.
Yeah, they're not too awful far behind Kevin Spaulding. About maybe one turn, something like that.
Something happened to Paul Crumry here. Paul Crumry way off the pace.
Yeah, he goes a lap down now. And we got a change for the lead. Thomas Keene taking over the top spot from Galen Gidman.
Yeah. Unfortunately, caught Crumry in the corner there and slowed up his momentum and allowed Keene to get by.
Well, they had a bad race here. What was that? At Indianapolis. So them two got together and both of them did not finish well. Well, it looks like Keene may have talked to Gidman and let him lead a lap for a point. So Keene leads one lap, Gidman gets right back around him, retakes the lead.
That could have been one of them deals where he owed him one too.
And Mr. Smallwood
from Indianapolis.
Mr. Smallwood said, "Hello, Scott."
Hey, Mr. Smallwood. Hey, Mrs. Smallwood. Everyone else out there at TV land, hope everyone's having a good evening tonight.
All right, let's go back here again. Let's see. I'm kind of looking to see if there's any battles. Maybe Smallwood and Roger Wagner. Why do I keep wanting to call him Roger Randall? Sorry, Roger.
Medling's been back in the wall, Rudy. He's on pit road again. He might just park this thing.
Yeah, he could be having some maybe steering wheel problems. I don't know. I'm pulling at straws here.
Now leaders are getting up on the slower traffic and coming up on Kevin Spaulding. He's going to get out of the way.
Yep.
Ooh, up into the wall almost.
That's not good.
Next is the 02 of Pizarro.
looks like they're going to get by him as well, so... Or at least they're trying to. I guess Galen got by him. Now Thomas Keene finally gets by him.
Trying to get by Logan Powers here now.
So
Logan gets out of the way. Makes
20
it easy for him.
26 laps into the race and already putting cars' laps down. Holy smoke. That's
just a little track.
Yeah, it's 0.721 miles. I believe that's what it is. Let me take a look here real quick. Yeah, 0.721 miles. So not quite 3/4 of a mile.
Down to 16 left on the lead lap, Rudy. Caution free so far, buddy.
Yeah, that's good. Keene half a second off the pace, I mean. And Thomas Brander now 2.2 seconds. I think he's going to start closing that gap up, but he wants to be patient, doesn't want to push it too hard. Jeff Porter. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, this just shows you the talent that's in this league and the kind of shows these guys put on to go this long here at Richmond in the Gen 6 car without a caution.
Oh, definitely. Zach Miller, we've seen him come out of here with a win earlier in the season. And that's definitely another one you don't want to count out. He could wind up sneaking in there and stealing it again. I was trying to figure, let's see, let me see where he is in the points. I know he's way back there. He doesn't race every week. Yeah, he's 22nd in points. But, oh, you know what? That wasn't in the Gen 6 series. My bad. That was in the truck series, Zach Miller won. My apologies for that.
And just checking in with Joe Roberts back here, Rudy. He's maintaining the 8th position as he has for quite some time. He's hoping for a caution so he can make up some track position here.
And Daniel Smallwood into 9th now is pulled away from Roger Wagner.
And Roger just got by Charles Grant Jr. there. Eric Lambert trailing these guys back here in the 78 machine, running 12th tonight.
Yeah, he's having a good run. There's a driver that's had a pretty much an up and down season this year. He's had a couple of really great races, but a lot of bad luck has stricken with Eric Lambert. I think he kind of struggles in the Gen 6 a little bit, but he's on a good team. They give him a good setup, and it's just a matter of practice and seat time. Got to have seat time.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Rudy, didn't you have the old jinx to him a couple times this season?
Yeah, I think I did, yeah. the old MaxSpeedTV jinx.
Yeah.
I do that.
You got me with that on Wednesday night.
Yeah, I did.
It went one lap after you talked to me?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
One or two.
It just seems like it happens. Whenever I talk to a driver, interview a driver or something, oh man, next lap or two, they're wrecked.
Going to be a scrap heap in the next 5 laps.
Well, there you go. Virtual pilots watching virtual car racing. There you go. And Brenner still hanging on. 2.2 seconds. Has finally gotten away from Nathan Sedlick. He's got about a 3-second lead over Nathan right now. We're coming around to complete lap 37 out of 160.
He's running comfortably there in 3rd place. And they're clicking this race by, Rudy. We're almost 25 into this race through.
Yeah, and we've only had one lead change, and that was Galen Gidman. It looked like, as I know him and Thomas are teammates, looked like Galen kind of let Thomas lead one lap, and then Galen retook the lead and has been out there.
We got a caution, Rudy.
Ooh, we do.
Sorry, not to interrupt you.
Yeah, Randall Drake going around. Didn't hit anything.
Sitting on the front stretch.
Let's see what happened here.
Not bad. They went almost 40 laps.
Yeah, that's pretty good, especially here at Richmond.
That's 25% of the scheduled race tonight. That's quality racing right there, folks. On the Gen 6 at this tiny little track.
Looks like he got a bump from Mike Vining. All it takes is a little bump like that, and boy, it upsets that car. But he's okay, no damage. No damage. He'll be all right. He can get back out there and continue racing. So, all right, let's see our leader bringing them all to pit road. Let's see.
For Mr. Feelgoods, please.
Yes, sir, and a full tank of fuel because they were probably, well, they probably weren't too awful far off from needing fuel. Maybe halfway. I didn't look to see, Scott. Look and see if they might have be running a shortened fuel load. Maybe, I'm not sure. And no resets tonight. If you junk it, you sit on pit road and get it fixed up just like they do in real life.
Yeah, and I'm not seeing anything here on a shortened pit load, so or fuel load. I mean,
Looks like Joe Roberts. He stayed out, but he technically does not lead a lap. Unless he can make it by the start-finish line. I think he did. He did. So he collects a bonus point.
Good deal.
Yeah,
Good job, Joe.
Just made it by before Galen got there. So Galen will be back in the lead. Thomas Brandner now up to second as he got out ahead of Thomas Keene off that road.
I have a question for you, Rudy. With the double points, is that double bonus points too? Is that 2 points for leading a lap, or is that just 1?
2.
Right on.
Yeah, it's every point you earn, and it goes the other way too. You know, I mean, if you lose points, well, they don't get incident points taken away. They don't do that in this league. So, you know, you could have 50 incidents out there, and they don't count against you.
I was just curious if the bonus points counted as double too, so that counts as 2 points actually.
Exactly.
Well, as you know, every point counts, so there's 2 more added to the total.
Well, we got one lap down car there. Tony Pizarro stays out ahead of Galen Gidman there. He will get the iRacing wave by and be back on the tail end of the lead lap in 16th place.
That'll leave just 4 guys a lap down. Logan Powers, Paul Crumry, Randall Drake, and Kevin Spaulding. Sean Medling's out of the race, Rudy.
Yeah, I think he just, too many issues or something there, whatever the problem was, and I think he just said, you know, rather than go out here, this is a championship night, and I would do the same thing. If I'm having problems, I wouldn't want to be out there and take a possibility of wrecking somebody, so.
Yep, getting beat on traffic, heading home. I was sleeping in his own bed tonight.
Well, all of you sim flyers, make sure you tune in tomorrow night and watch exciting truck race at Texas. That'll be awesome. Same time right here tomorrow night.
Well, get us going, Rudy.
All right, I'll do it. Brandner hoping to maybe get a run here on Galen. Pace car's in, but it's not going to happen. Keene going to slip in there and take second again. You could tell that those two are teammates. They went right together, probably had that planned in TeamSpeak.
Oh, yeah. Communication is important.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Jeff Porter taking a look there for a second on the inside of Nathan Sedlick, but did not make it. Roger Wagner up to the 6th place. Look at this. And Daniel Smallwood, 7th. Eric Lambert getting around Charles Grant Jr. going into the 9th place. We could possibly have a challenge here. Daniel Smallwood.
He's looking.
Oh, Roger Wagner out of shape.
He's going to bring it back up. No, he saved it. What a hell of a save by Wagner.
Find him here.
He's going again. He's still good. He's going through 1.
Man, what a save.
Yeah, it looked like he was going for the to the grass. Then it looked like he was coming back up the track, and he got her wound down. Great job, Raj.
Well, Daniel come up just kind of like underneath him right there, took the air off of that spoiler. You take the air off that spoiler, and man, these cars were on the edge as it is, and that really upset the feeling of that car.
Yeah, it did. Made it seem like he was racing on ice.
But Daniel moves into the top 6. He's trying to reel in. Looks like he's trying to reel in Jeff Porter now.
Oh, we got one on the wall. I think that was Tony Pizarro who got up in the wall.
Okay.
He's still going.
You can hear these guys, boy, they're on the throttle and off the throttle. Look, I think they're off the throttle more than they're on it.
Ooh, King got a big run. Ooh, got a little wiggly there, too.
Galen knows, you know, he's got to try to I think he's going to go out there try to lead the most laps tonight. And like I said earlier there, Scott, he's had very bad luck with, you know, he'll go out there, lead the most laps, and then wind up, something happens to him, whether he gets wrecked or he spins or something, and it winds up costing him the race. But he still winds up leading the most laps, so he's a very dominant driver. And I know he beats himself up a lot, but man, I'm telling you what, he's a great driver. He can drive about anything.
Joe Roberts and Roger Wagner both got past Joshua Witherspoon there, and they're both up a spot. Roberts into 8th, Wagner into 9th. We've seen Joe Roberts pretty much running in 8th position all night long, Rudy. The only problem with that is Thomas Brander's up there in 3rd. He needs to be in front of Brander.
Yeah, he knows that. You know, those two are teammates, and they both wished each other the best of luck tonight. And they know what they got to do. Brander, he knows what he's got to do. He's got to try to stay ahead of Joe Roberts to clinch this. And the way it's looking right now, but the race ain't over. You know, we still got over 100 to go.
Yes, sir, but they're clicking them off pretty quickly. We've only been racing 25 minutes, and they've already knocked out 54 laps.
Josh Witherspoon in 10th. Then it's a long ways back to Ross Cato. Ross kind of mired in some lap traffic here. He's following Logan Powers. Logan in 17th place, a lap down. Not the kind of night Logan likes to have. Randall Drake just ahead of him. Those two are racing for position right now. That's 16th and 17th. Looks like Paul Crumry and Zach Miller on pit road. Don't know what happened to them.
Night. Yeah, it's been a tough night for Paul Crumry and the 8 machine. And the leader's coming up on slower traffic again, Rudy. They're coming up on the 0-2 of Pizarro.
Pizarro just, boy, he gets back on the lead lap as we seen there earlier, but I think he had to stay out on them older tires, Scott.
Oh, 78's in the wall. Lambert's in the inside wall.
He is. Let's go back and see while they're still under green here exactly what happened to Eric.
He's got to get it going. They're going to stay under green.
He gets loose right there. Charles Grant Jr. slips by on the inside by the skin of his teeth, I'm telling you. And boy, Eric, he hit the wall hard. That took the whole front clip off of that car.
He's headed down pit road right now.
Dang.
He'll be sitting there for a while.
Another bad night for Eric. Well, I think if he's sitting there long enough, we're going to probably drag him up here to the booth and hear his side of the story. Scott, what do you think?
Sounds good. I know how you like to do that to people.
Well, I don't like to talk to them.
Your jobs, really.
I know. If two of them get together, I don't like to talk to one of them too, because I know sometimes temper flare, and I don't want them saying something bad, you know, against another driver on the air.
Oh, nobody would do that, Rudy.
Oh no. Oh no, it's happened a good many
Never,
times.
right?
It's happened to me a good many times, and it's embarrassing for me because then that's on the air, it's on the broadcast, and I can't edit that stuff out, you know?
You should know names, but I gave you enough interview one night. I know what you're talking about.
And look at Brander all over the tail of Thomas Keene wanting that second place. He isn't really gaining or losing on Thomas. He's just hanging right there right now. Oh, a little lap traffic there. Eric Lambert. Eric did get back out on the track, so I guess we won't be talking to him. But I was thinking about maybe talking to Zach Miller because he is sitting on pit road.
All right.
Zach Miller, you got a copy? If he's there. Zach Miller, do you have a copy? All right. I guess he stepped away. But this is a turn.
Well, we tried, Rudy.
Look at this. Keene back in the lead. Gidman to second, and now them three have pulled away from the field by 1.9 seconds over fourth place, Daniel Smallwood.
That's a great job by Smallwood to be up to fourth position. He started back there as the first non-qualifier tonight, Rudy, 16th, and he's worked his way up to fourth. Great job by the 88 machine.
Yes, sir. He was, I remember correctly, I think he was the very first one that did not qualify, starting 16th. Top
Yes, sir. He was the first of the non-qualifiers.
Yep, top 15 took a qualifying time, so it's a great run for Daniel. It was another fine run by that young gentleman.
Yeah, he's had a bit of an up and down season too, so he's looking to finish strong here tonight and build some momentum going into the next season. Rudy, we're quickly approaching halfway in this race.
Keene with Gidman right on his tail. Yeah, we are coming up on the halfway mark here pretty quick. Only one caution so far, and we've had a couple lead changes. Joe Roberts did lead that one lap, that very important one lap. That'll get him 2 bonus points to gain on Thomas Brander, but he's still got his work cut out for him. And Gidman
Yeah, it does.
pulls to the inside of Keene. Keene got loose coming off of turn 4. And Gidman gets by him.
Pizarro just dives down and gets out of these guys' way.
Oh yeah, he don't want no part of ruining these guys' championship season here. He just, a lot more respect out there on the track than a lot of people realize.
Well, this time by will be 70 down and 90 to go, Rudy. 10 away from the halfway point.
Randall Drake still the first car a lap down, has pulled away from Logan Powers now. Him and Logan were in a battle there for that position. Logan's quite a ways behind Randall Drake now.
And don't look now, Rudy, but Daniel Smallwood is slowly closing in on these guys.
He wants to make that a 4-car battle without a doubt, and Nathan Sedlick not far behind him either.
Could be a 5-car battle here in a few laps as these tires start to begin to fall off. Who saved their tires and who didn't?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, I can tell you right now, them front 3 are not. They are hammered down. Gidman retakes the lead, been out there for 63 laps here so far in this race, guys.
Smallwood lost a little bit of time on that lap.
Well, these guys go around in circles. This is what they do, and this is what they love. And coming up on Mike Vining will be the next one to be put a lap down. The leader's really not that far behind him, about maybe a half a straightaway. Got a few other cars in there as well. Trying to see who that was. I think it was Kevin Spalding. Spalding up into the wall.
Oh, again, right in front of Brander.
Yeah, it actually was right in front of the leader. He did that, and it was, there he goes
He's
again.
in the wall again.
He's trying to stay out of the way, but man, in the process of doing that, he's getting up in them marbles up there, up at the higher end of the track, and we know what that does. I know it's hard for you to see on TV there, folks, but they've come out with the new dynamic tracks now, and the dynamic tracks, there is rubber laid down on the track now, and it's hard for you to see. If I had a still image, you'd be able to see the actual marbles on the track, the rubber marbles. The track gets rubbered in, which is more realistic, and boy, it really changed how these cars are running out here a lot, Scott.
Yeah, it definitely changed iRacing completely. Eric Lambert's back out on the track, Rudy. He has no nose, but he's back out on the track. It's like 3/4 of a car.
Yeah, 3/4 of a car. Yep. At least he's trying, though. I mean, he's giving it everything, and he knows that if Paul Crumry has more issues and Tony Pizarro, he may be able to pick up a couple of positions there. This being, double points night, every point's going to count. I don't think you're going to see a whole lot of guys drop out of this race tonight.
Doesn't appear so, and it doesn't appear we're going to have a whole bunch of cautions as I anticipated.
Keen back in.
This would be it. Go ahead, Rudy. I'm sorry.
That's it.
I was expecting your typical short track race tonight, but we didn't get that at all. This has been an awesome championship race.
They come up on Mike Vining. Mike kind of keeps the leader pinched down a little bit. He doesn't want to go a lap down, so he's trying to fight to stay ahead of Thomas Keene. And he's doing a pretty good job of it. Keene yeah, he's a little wiggly right there. Now,
that almost got scary.
Yeah, now Gidman gets by. Thomas Brander within a second of them two. He'll be trying to figure out a way to get by Mike Vining. Let's see if Mike pulls over and lets him by. They are teammates, so I'm sure, yeah, he is. He's pulling over and letting him. Actually, that kind of played to Thomas Brander's advantage right there. With Vining battling with Keene a little bit, kind of held them front two up a little and let his teammate, Thomas Brander, reel them in.
And we are more than halfway now, Rudy, as we work lap E3 here.
Nathan Sedlick gets by Daniel Smallwood and goes into fourth. Smallwood back to fifth. Wouldn't these guys just love to have 4 fresh tires on there right now?
For Mr. Feelgood, please.
Jeffrey Porter, great run for Jeff tonight. I believe he started in, third place, I believe. No, 4th place. Started 4th place. My bad.
And Roger Wagner going to go a lap down here, Rudy.
Oh, no.
He put up a fight, but they're going to get him.
Giving these guys plenty of room to get by on the inside. But yeah, he just really did not want to go a lap down. Well, he'll be the first one a lap down that he will get the iRacing wave by here if a caution comes out. So, but good effort by Roger tonight. Had that slip earlier, and I think that really cost him. It cost you momentum on the track, but it also does a little bit of the mind game to you too. You kind of back up your corners even a little bit more because you don't want that to happen to you again.
Ross Cato going a lap down now, Rudy. Down to 10 cars left on the lead lap here in this race. We started with 21. 2 of them are out. The rest of them are multiple laps down.
Yes, sir. Charles Grant Jr. looking back. The leaders are about a half a straight, maybe 3/4 of a straightaway behind him right now. So he'll be the next one to go a lap down. It's Thomas Keene. Power move by Galen Gidman. Oh, and he gets loose.
Oh, yeah, he saved it though.
Just as
He almost pulled a Keen, but he saved it.
just as I got the camera on him. Another MaxSpeedTV jinx.
No, that was just Keen pulling a Keen, but he saved it. He didn't wad it up that time.
Yeah, none of these guys out here want to get keened.
No, especially Brander.
Oh, the handling characteristics of these cars. Well, you're going to get mixed emotions about that. Some guys will say it's awesome. It's, you know, real life feeling. And other guys say, myself, this is what I say, it's not even in the same ballpark as real feeling. I could take my wife's Dodge Avenger out here and probably smoke these guys because it would feel right on the track.
That's a bit of an exaggeration.
Oh no, that's the truth. I'd probably have the whole field lap by now. I don't think they feel realistic at all, but you know, these guys will argue. Some of these guys will argue with you and say, "Oh no, they really do." But oh well.
Well, it's definitely not an arcade game, that's for sure.
No, it's not. It's as close to the real thing as you'll ever see. Brander now gets by Keen and goes into second. So that really cost Keen a lot. All right, let's go back here in the field a ways. Looking to find Logan Powers. Well, not Stephen Pearson. What happened to Stephen Pearson? Oh,
Not
no.
sure.
Mr. Be There at the End ain't going to be there at the end. Oh,
Go back and take a look here. I'll find out what happened.
He's still in TeamSpeak, so let me drag him up to the booth and find out.
He fell to an unacceptable level, Rudy.
He may not even answer then if I drag him up here. Let's see. Steven, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What happened there, brother?
I have no idea. This piece of crap internet or something. I don't know.
Oh, man. Well, Mr. Be There at the End isn't going to be there at the end then.
No, I'm coming back in now.
Oh, man. Well, how many beer night is it?
Well, there's going to be about a sixer, but they won't even be that many now.
I was thinking you were going to say maybe it'd be an eighter.
Well, it may turn into that. I don't know.
All right. Well, good luck. Hopefully you get back out there on the track.
All right, appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Dang. What a bummer for Stephen Pearson, man.
That's one thing that no matter how hard you race and no matter how much you try to stay out of trouble, the internet is no guarantee.
That's right. Well, that was good news for Eric Lambert because he did pick up a position from Stephen and goes into 17th. So he's working at it. He's trying to come back. For a car that looks like it's been through a demolition derby, not too bad. Leader coming up on him again here, and that'll put him another lap down.
Thomas Keene slowly closing in on Brander here, Rudy.
You mean Brander's pulling away? No, maybe not. Keen's, I think he's got it back together now after that slip.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And you know, we see that a lot too. You know, here, Scott, that you know, when a car gets up close to the tail end of you, it takes the air right off of that rear spoiler. The aerodynamics are so intense here. You've got to have every bit of grip that you can get.
Well, Keene closed it up quite a bit there through 1 and 2, but Brander pulls him down the backstretch. Now he's starting to gap him a little bit coming out of 3 and 4.
Well, looks like Gidman's got a good setup for the long run. He's 2.5 seconds behind them guys now.
I mean, in front of him?
Or in front of them, excuse me. Yeah, you know what I meant.
I knew what you meant, Rudy.
Well, Charles Grant Jr., the next one to go a lap down, still staying ahead of the leader, 18.7 seconds behind him, but not that far ahead of him. Now he's battling with Josh Witherspoon, trying to pick up one more position. He knows the leader's coming. Josh going to stay up on the high side and let Charles take that position. So that puts Josh Witherspoon in the position to get passed up here by the leader. The leader's got a lot of traffic he's coming up on now.
Yeah, he's got a few other guys he's got to get by first, starting with Logan Powers and then Randall Drake.
He gets a great run off of turn 4 there, and he's going to go by Logan Powers easily. Well, for you guys that haven't seen too many sim races, let's ride along with our leader here for a minute so you guys can kind of see what it feels like. This is what these guys do right here. You see Galen a little bit loose coming off of turn 4.
See, Randall Drake's got a little left rear damage there.
Yeah. And he goes to the inside of Randall Drake. Pass up Randall, and that'll put Randall 2 laps down now, 13th place. 2.9 seconds back to second place. Let's ride along with second place Thomas Keene and see if we can get a look ahead to our leader. He's just far enough up there, I think it's kind of hard to visualize where he's at up ahead of him. Stephen Pearson is back out on the track now. And he is going to be 9 laps down. Wow. That's going to be tough to recuperate from right there.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Tony Pizarro just took it behind the wall too, Rudy.
Oh, no. Another one out.
Yeah, he was having a tough night. We'd seen him off and on pit road all evening, but he just called it an evening.
Well, I think he was, hoping to have a better night, but it just wasn't going to happen tonight, that's for sure.
This race is clicking right on by, Rudy. We're already working lap 108 going to 109 here.
Well, just so you guys know, the gauges do work, okay? But when you are spectating another driver, you cannot see what the gauges say. They made that kind of a, I guess it's kind of a way so you can't, for open setup, for people that make their own setups and stuff, which these guys do. That way you can't see how many RPMs are turning to kind of judge what gear they're running. Oh, Galen, loose! No! There you go. There you have it, folks. That's what happens right there. Oh, I'm sorry, Daniel Smallwood. Forgot I was riding along with Daniel Smallwood right there. So, okay, let's go see what happened here to Daniel as he brings out the second caution of the race. Just gets loose off of turn 4, and that isn't the turn we've been seeing a lot of them getting loose on. It's been usually turn 2, but he doesn't get into anybody or anything, so good news. All right, back up front here. Let's see if the leader brings up the pit road. I'm sure he will.
Oh yeah, they're coming.
Yep, this will be I'm sure the final pit stop unless there's a caution. Because they'll be able to make it from here on fuel.
This caution comes with 50 laps to go. Be 49 as they cross the stripe.
Well, a lot of cars staying out. Those are lap down cars. They can't pit with the leaders. But everybody on the lead lap does come to pit road. 4 tire change and full of fuel. And it looks like Josh Witherspoon out first. Wow.
Yeah, how about that, huh? I think he only took 2 tires.
And Mike Vining, I'm not really sure if he just maybe took fuel. He comes out second. Yeah. Trying to get that track position.
How about that, huh?
Yeah. That's pretty wild.
Yeah, that throws a wrinkle into the championship picture here if something were to happen.
Yeah, he just come down pit road. So that put Thomas Keene in second place, but Witherspoon's staying out now. Or did he pit?
Yeah, he was on pit road.
Yeah,
I think
right,
he only
yeah.
took 2 tires.
Well, he had a 15.2 second pit stop, so he must have had 4. I don't know how he got out so quick.
I was
but he
going to
did.
say, how could he have gotten off in front of everybody then?
I don't know, but he did.
Wow. Is he coming back in here?
Yeah,
Yep,
he's
coming back in.
Yep. Something wasn't right there. Maybe
Yeah.
he might have sat there thinking he changed tires and didn't, or what. I don't know. Sometimes iRacing gives you a glitch like that. You know, it's an internet
I'm
game.
not sure.
Anything happens, you know.
That was odd.
We've seen that happen. Well, that'll put him at the tail end of the lead lap in 8th place. So that was actually a pretty good call, really. I mean, if he didn't, he may not even have stopped. I don't know. I didn't see him. Oh, the new Rockstar Lowrider DLC. Yeah, I got to get back into playing GTA 5. That's a pretty awesome game. I got to get back into playing that, Scott. I don't know. Did you play that or something on your Xbox or whatever it is you got? PS3?
Yeah, PS4. But I've played all the Grand Theft Auto games for years, going back to PlayStation 2.
All right, lights are out. Scott, you know what that means. Get them going, brother.
Yes, sir. As we reach 12 midnight on the East Coast, we're going to go back racing at Richmond.
45 to go. Well, 45 to go when they cross the line.
Pace car's off. And there goes Dean. Kidman right there with him. They had that time perfectly.
Brandon right there with him, but now he has yet to lead a lap. He's just out there just trying to finish a good race here. He doesn't have to lead any laps here tonight and have this championship sewed up as long as he finishes ahead of Joe Roberts. And Joe Roberts right now is in 11th place, a lap down.
Yes, sir. Mired back here in traffic. Joe's had a tough night tonight. It's not been the Joe Roberts we've seen all season. The car just hasn't had the speed tonight. Ooh, almost a moment there with Jeff Porter.
Yeah.
But it's still been a hell of a season for Joe Roberts. He's had some great moments. He's picked up some wins. Joe may not bring home the championship tonight, but this will definitely not be a season he will be disappointed in, Rudy.
Oh no, it's been a great, second place in the season like this here, where it's been so tough for these drivers. They've had some tough tracks to run this year, and he stole one race. He just happened to be at the right place at the right time, and the leaders wrecked, and he got by and brought home a win. But
That was Indy.
Was it Indy?
Yep, that was Indy.
But
That was when Keane put Gidman in the grass down on the inside.
But he has 4 wins this season, and Thomas Brander's only got 3. So, but Brander's got a lot more top 5s and top 10s, so that does account for a lot of the consistency.
Yes, sir. But this thing ain't over yet either, Rudy. Anything can happen. We still got a little bit of ways to go here. 40 to go. This time by
Gidman with about 0.3 of a second on Keane now. It does clinch leading the most laps. Nobody can top that right now. It's 96 when he crosses the line. So he will again clinch the most laps led.
Daniel Smallwood hanging with these guys this time, Rudy. He's trying to make this car this race a 4-car battle here at the end.
Yeah, he got around Nathan Sedlick there, and he set sail. Now Sedlick back in 5th, and Charles Grant Jr. 6th place. Look at this. He's coming alive here in the late running.
Yes, sir. Having a good run tonight is Charles Grant. Just to touch on Smallwood again, that's a great recovery from that self-spin he had just a few laps ago.
Yeah, definitely.
He brought out that last caution, so he's already back up to 4th place. Great job, Danny.
Oh, and he spins it again.
Man, I jinxed him.
You did. There's that MaxSpeedTV booth jinx.
Yep.
Let's see what happens here. He comes into 3. And coming out of 4, he's a little loose. Tries to save it, keeps it off of the wall. That's the main thing, keeping it off of the wall. A good save, Daniel. All right, back up live. That'll put him back to 8th place. Now, I wonder if anybody's going to come to pit road, Scott.
Well, you want to interview somebody this time if they don't?
Yeah,
I haven't interviewed no one tonight.
I know, it's been kind of a crazy night, but here we go. We're going to jinx somebody.
Yeah, well, here they all come down pit road first.
Yeah, let's wait till they get off pit road before we talk to any of them. I don't
10-4.
want to do that while they're trying to pit, because we know race can be won or lost on pit road, and if we're talking to them, that just kind of gives them an eerie feeling. Well, Mike Vining looks like he's going to stay out. Hasn't led the lap yet, though. How about maybe we try to talk to Galen Gidman?
Alrighty.
He's going to get off the pit road back there a ways. Wow. Yeah, let me get Galen up here and we'll talk to him. Galen Gidman, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you ready.
Well, you've been the dominant car out here tonight, leading 100 laps out of the 160. Looking for victory lane. Hopefully you don't blow it this time, brother. We've seen you've had some great races this season, and a couple of times, boy, you just were the dominant car out there, led to most laps, and didn't come out of it the victor. So you've kept it clean today. You think you got a promise to bring it to victory lane?
I hope so. We've dominated 3 in a row that we didn't win, and and then a bunch more this season. A few my fault, a few just circumstances I can't control. So
exactly.
I don't know. I've lost 3 in a row I should have won, so it's hard not to think about that. But I'm doing all I can do. The fastest car led the whole race, so we'll just see what happens. As long as I don't make any mistakes, just can't hang your head about anything. I mean, we kicked their butts with this car this week.
Yeah, well, it seems like the car is really good on the long run. Is that the way it is, the way it's set up?
I don't know that it was specifically set up for the long run. I think it's just that a good setup is a good sound setup will be good on the long run because it's not using any one part of the car too much. And so I think this is a good, well-balanced car. It's actually the car we're working on for Phoenix. And, 5-6 changes, and she was awesome. So.
Well, you know what I think? What
do you think?
I think it's the driver.
It might be. I've heard he's pretty good.
Yeah, that driver, he's pretty good. I'd hire him.
There's been a driver or two in the past that might disagree with that, but I've heard good things about him. So This is definitely in my top 3 favorite tracks, and I have a win here in the past. I'd love to get another one. In the season, right?
Okay, buddy. Well, you're about to go back green here. Good luck.
Thanks. I'll talk to you in a few minutes. Okay.
I hope so.
Hope he didn't jinx himself with that comment.
No, or I jinxed him. Oh, I'm getting
going, buddy.
I'm getting reports that Logan Powers had his power went out, so that's why he's back so far. All right, here we go, folks. Thomas Keene on point. Pace car's in, and he hits the throttle right away. Green, green, green.
Sedlick got a good jump. He's going to get position on the 94.
Yeah, now let's take a
Right
look
back
here
off.
where our points leaders are. Thomas Brandner in 6th place after he gets around Daniel Smallwood. And Joe Roberts is back on the lead lap in 11th place. Now, whether he got the pit or not, I don't know. But he is back on the lead lap, still in contention, though. and he is second in the points, but he led a lap. Brandner has not, but that's only 2 points.
Kevin Spaulding way off the pace.
Gidman back in the lead, gets around Keene, good clean pass. We're clicking them down here, Scott. There'll be 28 to go when they cross the line.
Yes, sir. This race flew by. We haven't even been racing an hour yet.
Now let's take a look at the race summary here while we're under green. We've had 3 cautions for 11 laps, 14 lead changes. That's crazy. On a track like this, 14 lead changes. Galen Gidman has clinched the title for the most laps. Now he's just waiting to see if he can lead that last lap and bring it to victory lane. We'll be looking to see if he can do it. He thinks he can. It sounded kind of a little bit of arrogancy in that. Did you notice that, Scott?
It's just confidence.
There you go. That's exactly what it is, confidence. He's confident in that setup. I ain't too sure. I know him and Thomas Keene are teammates. I don't know if Thomas is running the same setup or not. If they are, I guess that shows why them two have pulled away from third place Thomas Brandner. As he gets around, Charles Grant Jr. goes into third. At least he's looking for a podium finisher tonight. Nathan Sedlick, next one to get around Charles Grant. And Daniel Smallwood right there. He's got his nose underneath Charles. As long as he doesn't slip again, because he's brought 2 cautions out in this race just by slipping coming off the turn. Oh, I see a little smoke.
Me too.
Oh, that was, I think that might have been Kevin Spaulding. He's really slow down the backstretch.
Yeah, I don't see anybody spun out. We're still green, so.
Yeah. Kevin back in 14th, heading for pit road. May have got a little damage on it or something there. Randall Drake, first one a lap down in 13th place.
Well, Rudy, you want to crank it up one more time before this season concludes? Who you want to go on board with?
I don't know. I'll let you pick one.
How about Daniel Smallwood?
All right, let's go on board with him here for a minute, and we'll crank it up, folks.
One more time.
All right, good run by Daniel. And he's coming up
Yes,
on
sir.
Nathan Sedlake here, wants that position.
He's looking.
Yes, sir, 20 laps to go, and he does. Oh, they get together. A little bump in the corner there on Sedlake, and that allows Charles Grant Jr. to get by Nathan. Looked like Daniel just kind of washed up the hill a little bit. And Daniel loose again, and he's going to wreck a bunch of them.
No caution.
What? No caution.
There it is. There it is. Oh, they're wrecking again.
I was going to say.
The tempers are starting to flare at Richmond.
Oh, brother.
Wow, a bunch of guys smoking. Smallwood smoking. 52 smoking.
Okay, he comes off. Looks like he caught that yellow line, Scott. You know what that does to you. And Charles Grant Jr. with nowhere to go gets into him. Nathan Sedlick gets a piece of that. And there was no caution at that point. Now they continue on here as they get things going again. And we got more wrecking back here. Oh, brother. This was Paul Crumry and Ross Cato that got together. It looked like Ross might have checked up. He's seen that smoke up ahead of him. And he checked up. I could see he backfired off the engine, so he is really slowed up. And Crumry just pile drives him in the back. I don't think he was expecting that checkup like that. All right, so they did pit. Gidman's going to come out on top. Keen second. Thomas Brander in third. Going to be a short stint to the end, but fresh tires is going to make this racing a whole lot better.
Some late fireworks in this race, Rudy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, short track racing is.
Oh, yeah. And Randall Drake coming to pit road. So that puts Jeffrey Porter in fifth. Mike Vining sixth. Joe Roberts seventh. So he's not out of it.
Nope.
He's been saving.
Still needs a miracle right now, though.
He's been saving his car. Now, if he's got enough to get to the front and win this, it's still. He would have to hope. Well, he would have to hope that Thomas Brander finished like 15th or worse, or something like that.
Yeah. It's almost Hail Mary time, Rudy.
Yep. Yeah, he's got to go for it. Well, let's see. I don't want to. I'm not even going to talk to anybody because my jinx-o-meter is off the scale.
Yeah, it's in full force tonight, man. Fresh off of Halloween, dude. I think you took your gremlin pills over the weekend or something.
No black cats walking under ladders and all that stuff. I'm all out on that one.
You're getting them tonight, buddy. You got Smallwood a couple times. Weren't you riding on board with Smallwood at 2 of his 3 spins tonight?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah. He's going to request that you don't ride on board with him no more.
Must be that extra weight in the car or something from the camera.
You remember that list he had, Rudy? I think you found yourself at the top of it, buddy.
Yeah, that blacklist. He had a blacklist for a while there. No, that's a joke, folks. Yeah, cautions breed cautions. You are exactly right. This being caution number 4. But we're about to go back green here. Now, let's see who saved their car for the end. Who's been just kind of riding? Who's just willing?
Brander.
Yeah, who's willing to just finish where they want to finish? You know, where they can.
And can Brander bring home the championship?
Yeah. All right, here we go. Oh, golly, man. Oh, Gidman just not going. He was keeping it just as long as he could.
That almost got ugly quick.
Yeah, Brander, I think
we got a spinner. It's Vining.
Uh-oh.
He saved it. Oh, now he's spinning again. Saved it again.
Yeah, he's got those tires just ticked right off right now. Them things have got to be hot and all that. But back up front, Gidman and Keene. 1-2. Brander in third. Looking for his championship here tonight. He's going to be stoked up. He said he's going to break out the champagne, folks. I don't think he's old enough to drink, but he might forego that, just take a hit on something. I don't know. Jeff Porter with a
nice choice of words.
Well, you know what I meant. A hit on a bottle. Roger Wagner, 5th place. Good comeback for Roger. He gets around Josh Witherspoon, and Joe Roberts still hanging on in 7th.
Oh, Brander sideways there. Wow, there's that moment, Rudy. There's always that late moment where you just got to check your shorts on the way to that championship.
Definitely.
He just had it.
Well, I'm sure his coach, teammate, and leader of this RPM group, Roger Wagner, is probably telling him, look at the big picture. Don't go out there and wreck yourself now. He's probably coaching him along right now.
I'm sure.
Just take it easy, finish third, get the championship. That's what it's all about. Gidman and Keene still in a tight battle up here. 8 laps to go. Coming to 7 to go this time.
Will we see another Indianapolis finish, Rudy?
Paul Crumry back out on the track. He's going to be coming out 17 laps
Oh,
down.
there it
Oh,
They
Gidman!
got into each other.
Oh.
Brandner got by. Wow.
Oh my God! He kept it off of the wall, but that brings a caution. Let's
The
go
important
back.
news.
Wow.
The important news, Rudy, is Thomas Brandner got by free, no damage. The championship is still intact, buddy.
I'm riding on board here with Gidman. Keene was on
Him
the
and Keene were leaning.
they were on. He was on the outside.
It's Indianapolis all over again, buddy. I was just saying it as it happened. It's Indianapolis all over again.
Well, a little different circumstances, but yeah, Keene.
Yeah.
It looks like Gidman got keened again.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're racing each other, at the end, just like they were at Indy. But yeah, a little different circumstances, but the same outcome. Oh my, look at that!
Look who's out front now.
Oh, I know it.
Best place to be when you're trying to win a championship. Well, unless Thomas Keene's behind. Thomas Keene is second, then maybe not.
Well,
But he's going to have damage, so I bet he's going to have to come in if this race restarts. But knowing Keene, he won't. He'll stay out there.
I don't think I would. I wouldn't pit. I would stay out there. Track position's going to be everything, and even if he does finish in the top 5, that's better than if he pitted. He'd be clear back in like 9th or 10th place. I mean, yeah, it looks a little rough on his car, but we'll get down here a little closer. You can see the damage on the car, but as long as it turns left, that's all you really got to worry about. T-Brand.
Wow.
Look at this, and that's the first time he's led tonight.
Yep.
So he's going to seal the deal here with the championship and the win. This is
Well,
wow.
maybe not, but
Yeah.
we don't know. We'll have to wait and see on the win part of it.
Well, it looks like we're going to have about a 2-lap shootout here. Well, we know Keene's not going to be. He's not going to be strong, but Jeff Porter has been strong all night. Roger Wagner right there too. So we've got a couple of guys behind Thomas Brandner that could get the win and still be looking at a podium finish, but I don't think Keene's going to be a threat.
That was such an incredible move by Thomas Brandner to dive to the bottom and avoid that crash. That saved the season right there, Rudy.
Well, that's part of being young and having them quick reflexes like that and just making a smart move, man. I'll tell you what, I probably couldn't have done it. My old feeble body,
Well, as the guy in Indiana Jones once said, you have chosen wisely, and
Yeah.
he chose wisely there.
Well, they put Galen back to 5th, which he's not out of it yet. If I know Galen, he's going to keep the hammer down on it. He doesn't have much damage, hardly at all. We can look at the right side of his car here. Just a tick on that right front corner where him and Keene got together. But I think he's still going to be pretty fast. But for him to get up there and pass up all these guys with 2 laps to go, I don't know. I just don't
He's going to have his work cut out for him.
But Keene
It's
again.
It's only going to be a 1-lap shootout, Rudy. We got 2 to go now, so it's going to be a 1-lap shootout.
1 lap.
Something tells me some guys are going to get wrecked.
I have a feeling.
Well, even if Brandner gets wrecked now, he won't finish far enough back to where he would lose the championship. So he's pretty much locked up the championship at this point, regardless of what happens when the green flag comes out.
Right, well, he took that 2 points, just kind of canceled out the 2 points that Joe Roberts had on him earlier, but not enough to win. All right, pace car's in, and here we go. 1 lap shootout. And boy, look at the jump Thomas Brandner got.
Yeah, he did.
Keene hanging on to 2nd. He's still pretty
Oh,
quick.
31's in the wall
Oh,
wrecking.
Roger wrecking. Oh, no. Jeff Porter's going to...
Oh, more of them wrecking. Vining's wrecking.
But Thomas Brander looking for the win and the championship. Coming
And
across,
Joe Roberts.
coming across the finish line first is our champion. Look at this. Crazy.
Joe Roberts spun out on that last lap, Rudy.
Oh, man. That's a bummer. Well, I know these guys are going to want to celebrate a little bit, so I'll tell you what we'll do, Scott. Let's run down through the results real quick first. That way,
right.
that'll give them guys time to get that all out of their system and congratulate Thomas and everything, because I know they're probably hooping and hollering up there, and we'll give them that time.
Sounds good, buddy.
All
That was
right.
a hell of a finish right there, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Thomas Brander coming home the winner here tonight. Clinches the win and the championship. Thomas Keene finishing second with that car that was beat up pretty good there. He got into Galen Gidman. Jeffrey Porter's finishing third. Galen back to fourth. Josh Witherspoon, in fifth place. Randall Drake sixth. Ross Cato seventh. Joe Roberts eighth. Roger Wagner ninth. And Mike Vining 10th. Scott?
Eric Lambert finishes 11th. Stephen Pearson finishes 12th. Kevin Spaulding finishes 13th. Nathan Sedlick 14th. Daniel Smallwood 15th. Charles Grant 16th. Logan Powers 17th. Paul Cromwright 18th. Tony Pizarro 19th. Zachary Miller 20th. And Sean Medling 21st.
All right.
What a race, Rudy.
Yeah, it was. A heck of a race. We'll get down
Yes,
here.
it was, with some short track fireworks and championship swings left and right. And what a move by Thomas Brander to save the championship there at the end.
Okay, there he is. He keeps moving on me. Dang.
Man,
They
thank
keep
you, guys.
moving you, Thomas.
Well, look, I had some mic issues, man. I had to get out of the server, come back in.
Oh. Okay. Well, congrats on the win and the championship, Thomas. Awesome.
Yeah, man, that's what we wanted to do, man. We wanted a trophy tonight. Galen and Keene both had two better cars tonight than we did. I was there all night watching them, hoping something would happen, and there it goes again. There's them two getting into it, and we were there to capitalize. And I'm not going to say sorry for that, but they definitely had the better cars tonight. But it's man, this is a great night, man. Great feeling.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. You said you were going to break out the champion or the champagne. I know you're not old enough to drink, are you?
Yeah, man. I'm 26.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Man,
I thought you were younger than I thought you were like 17 or 18 or something. I'm sorry. Well, break out the champagne then and celebrate.
Oh yeah, we are, man. I'm celebrating. My dad's here. We got family here tonight. I'm just, I'm glad we won the race. It didn't look like it was going to happen tonight. We're going to get a good finish, but to be able to get that win for our team and everybody that puts in the work, and then to get the championship on top of it, man, I'm so excited right now, Rudy. I don't know what to tell you, buddy.
Well, I'll tell you what. You've had a fantastic season. I was just going to look at the points here real quick. This makes win number 4 for you, so that ties Joe Roberts for the most wins, and that's going to make another top 5 for you. So that'll be 12 top 5s and 13 top 10s. So that's the best of anybody out there. The consistency that you've had this season, Thomas, is just unmatched. So a great victory. And man, how much momentum is this going to carry over into next season now that you've won the championship and the final race?
It's going to mean a lot. I think we did that last year too. I think I won the last race at Homestead is where we were last year, and you see what it's done for us this year. So hopefully we keep this momentum going. I hope to see Galen and the guys there every race next year, because they are they're really tough right now. They're doing a lot of good things with their program. And I'm so excited for this team. All those top 5s, all those wins. Putting ourselves in good position. I couldn't do it if it wasn't for the car that I have every Friday when I come in here, and that's just a huge credit to RPM. Porter, Roger, Sedlick, Eric, Joe. Steven, all of us. I got to thank them. the most. I mean, they give me the car to drive every week, and this championship's for them and the win as well.
What am I, chop liver?
Scott too, man. Scott, there's so much, man. Everybody.
Well, stick around a minute, Thomas, because I'm going to let Randall talk to you here about your championship. We're going to go on to second place and talk to them, and third. So, Scott, you got second place. Thomas Keene?
Yes, sir, Rudy. Keen, you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Well, Thomas, you brought it home second tonight. Tell us what happened there at the end of the race with you and your teammate, buddy. It felt like Indianapolis all over again.
Yeah, but at least I, this time was on accident, and me and Galen, we're good friends, and I hate doing this to him again. We had two fastest cars on the night. We were dominating, and I just said, Galen, you took the two tires, I'll just stay behind you, and he got extremely loose there off turn 4, and I was gonna go low, and he was turning in Alan Bowes tonight. He saved that thing left and right, and so I tried to go high, and I just pinched him down, and I cranked that wheel too much to the left, and when I tried to get back on the gas, there's no point in saving it, and I tried to turn away from him. By the time I just got into him, and then it was all me, but Galen knows hopefully that me and him talked it out here, and he says he knows I didn't mean to do it, but it sucks to do it for the second time this season, a matter of 4 weeks it seems like it. So it sucks, but at least one of us finished second. But I don't deserve this good of a second place finish. If I was going racing Galen clean, then yeah, but this one I don't.
Well, it was your best finish of the season, buddy. So all in all, you got to be, at least you got a second place finish. That's got to somewhat feel good.
Yeah, I mean, end the season on a high note. It's good. Definitely look for next season. Definitely, I think me and Galen will be up there. Definitely give the boys at RPM definitely a good challenge. Definitely go for the championship with them. See what we can do. But tomorrow we got to focus on tomorrow night. I got a championship to defend again, so we'll see how it goes. But right now, I cannot get over what happened, and I feel deeply sorry to Galen. Galen, if you're watching, man, sorry once again.
Well, I'm looking at the standings here, and I saw you've missed quite a few races. Are you going to be there for the full season next season?
Yeah, hopefully we'll see how it goes. Most likely, definitely gonna try to be there for the Gen 6. I feel like we have good cars. I just need to learn how to definitely when it comes to crunch time, I definitely gotta let it get used to the car, focus on the car, and not who you're racing. And Indy was just me trying to go for the win. Tonight was just me trying to drive every single ounce out of the car, and where it should have not been. That the tires fall off pretty quick. The grip, it just feels so bad after a while. So I should have not drove it that hard, but we're all going for the win. 5 laps to go. What do you expect?
Yeah, it's short track racing there.
Yeah, and but I feel like tomorrow we'll have a good car, a good truck. I mean, hopefully Galen will be able to race. I definitely owe him big time. Definitely, I owe him twice now. So, I definitely owe him at Daytona once again.
Well, you got anybody want to thank tonight, Thomas?
I just want to thank my good Lord God and Savior Jesus Christ. I want to thank you guys for putting on the broadcast. I want to thank my mom and my grandma for watching out there. I love you guys. I want to thank my dad for watching. All my friends out there, Dan, Levi, Koalas, all of them. I just want to thank everyone at Checkers and Wreckers, Calvin Troy, Daniel Small, Michael Gonzalez, Charles Grant Jr., Cameron Key, Zachary Miller, John Batista, everyone over there at All Time, Michael Libby, Travis Townsend, Tony DeGenero, and at Lockdown Racing, Patrick Crabtree, David Rattler, Logan Sheets, Galen Gidman, and Johnny Reed Foley. Hopefully Johnny's having fun out there, and definitely also give one more shout out to Brander. Congrats on your championship there, man, and see you guys tomorrow.
All right, Thomas. Thanks, buddy. Rudy?
Thanks, guys.
All right, Jeff Porter, you got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Well, you come in third tonight, brother. Great race. You just happened to be at the right place at the right time, but you kept it up there where you needed to keep it all race long. Staying in the front seemed to be the place to be, and you kept the car pretty clean. It's got a couple little dents in it, but not too bad. Talk about your racing out there and what you expected on them last few laps.
Yeah, I definitely thought Roger was going to be able to pass me there because I've made some last second changes to the setup and just totally bombed on me. So I was having a hard time tonight and just trying to stay on the track. But third place, man, you can't complain about it. It's I just got lucky. Yeah, I was not a third place car, and I got to be take them as they come, I guess.
Well, I do like the paint job on the car. That's pretty awesome. I like it. But yeah, it was a fantastic finish here. I know it was exciting there for a lot of the drivers up in the front. At one lap shootout, it's anybody's game, and you know the field was so tight. And for the longest time there, you know, the field had been spread out, long green flag runs, not too many cautions tonight. So that played into the hands of guys up front like Galen Gidman and Thomas Keene and Thomas Brandner. So they put on a great show up there, racing it up. But you kept it clean, and that's what's important. So anybody you want to thank tonight, Jeff?
Yeah, everybody I race with. It's been a good season. It's been fun. That's about it. Bradner takes we build these cars and part of our team drives them. And Bradner's just one of them guys you can give a setup, man, and he'll punish you with your own setup.
And that's
one-on-one. It's ridiculous, and I'm gonna not take any of his championship time away. So you guys have a good evening, and go Jeff. Congratulate Mr. Bradner.
All right, Jeff. Thanks for talking with us. Okay, Randall, you got anything you wanted to give out to the champion here tonight? Anything you wanted to say? The floor's yours.
No, I just wanted to wish Thomas a great job on a great championship this season. He was lights out all season long. I mean, if he wasn't, even when he was struggling, he still managed to have some really great finishes. So I want to obviously congratulate him and congratulate RPM for a great 1-2 finish in the standings and phenomenal season. Season 7 was put it in the books. It's one of our best seasons I can remember in a long time. That just in general from a racing perspective, we had some new guys kind of come in, some veterans coming back. The league itself is continuing to just thrive season after season, and it just seems like the racing gets better and better. So congrats to him and congrats to everybody else in the IWCR for another great season in the books. And we look forward to tomorrow night at the Crown of Truck Champions. So should be fun.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thanks, Randall, and again, congratulations, Thomas. Anything else you wanted to say before I close this out?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to go back and thank everybody top to bottom. I mean, this thing doesn't happen by yourself. So, first and foremost, this team, they do everything for me. I can't thank them guys enough. Great season. I'm ready to do it again and go to battle with them every week next year. My 2 girls at home, Becca and Emma, loved them to death. Thank them for giving me the time to be able to come out here and do this on Friday nights. You guys up in the booth that put on a great show every week. Hopefully we'll have you guys back next year, man. It just wouldn't be the same on Friday nights without Rudy and Scott. You guys up there in the booth calling a great race. And you try to get everybody here, but last but not least, I mean, my dad, he's been there every Friday night. I can't thank him enough for all the support. I can always count on him to call me and tell me what to do with the car and be patient and do this, do that. He's like a crew chief in the back of your head, and I can't thank him enough, man. I love him and all the support that he gives me. So we'll take off from that and get ready for next year. But my dad is actually here with me tonight, Rudy. So he hasn't subscribed to you yet, I'm sure. But I'm going to take care of that before next season. But he did want to give you a shout-out. So here's my dad real quick.
All right.
Hey, Rudy, this is Big Tom. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing good. Boy, you need to break out the champagne for that, boy, I'm telling you.
Well, guess what? I got a bottle. I brought it with me. I can watch it over here live with him. So, but you guys do a great job up there. You make it fun for us people sitting at home watching. We really appreciate it. Good job, buddies.
Okay, well, thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you, sir.
Woo! All right, man. We're going to go celebrate, guys, and we'll see you next season.
Guys.
All right.
All right, Thomas.
Enjoy it, Thomas. You earned it.
All right, folks. Well, we'll see you tomorrow night here for the IWCR Truck Series. Until then, folks, have a good night and stay safe.
Have a good night, everybody.